wanted to do something, but thought that you can't? Or been told that you can't? There are many reasons why we might talk ourselves out of following our dreams. Maybe you think, I'm too young, I'm too old, that thing's for girls, that thing's for boys. I've never seen anyone who looks like me doing that. People might say things about me. People might laugh. These negative voices in our heads, or from other people, can stop us from doing the things we want to do. In this assembly, I'm going to share the stories of 3 people. And while you listen, I want you to think about why I've chosen them to talk about. The first is Eric Underwood. Eric first learned to dance with his sisters. As the radio played pop music, they'd have street dance contests outside their house in suburban Maryland. But it was a dangerous neighbourhood. When gunshots echoed through the streets, his mother would make Eric and his sisters drop to the floor. One day, his mum made Eric go to an acting audition at a performing arts school. It didn't go well. Eric found himself forgetting all the lines he'd rehearsed. "Is there anything else you might be suited to?" the teachers asked. Eric quickly realised he wouldn't get a place if he didn't think of something. Through an open door, he glimpsed a group of girls limbering up before a ballet lesson. "I'll try that," he said uncertainly. They gave him a trial, and soon Eric was taking regular classes, spending hours going to different parts of the city to train. Eric would watch videos of famous ballets on YouTube over and over, trying to master the moves. He'd balance his legs on his bunk bed to stretch. At 15, he won a scholarship to the School of American Ballet. Sometimes Eric was treated differently because he was black, whereas ballet traditionally attracted white people. Ballet shoes had always been light pink to disguise them against pale skin, and as no shoes for black dancers existed, Eric had to cover his in dark makeup before every show. Despite that, Eric has gone on to become the star of the Royal Ballet in London. Thanks to him, a company have finally released a ballet shoe for people with darker skin. It's called Eric Tan. When he visited a boys' school, Eric met 2 kids that had clear talent. One of the boys was encouraged by his parents and went on to train. The other was told by his dad that he had to play football instead. That upset Eric. He wants people to realise that ballet is for everyone, rich and poor, men and women, young and old. It's just another way of expressing yourself and of entertaining the world. Here's a video of Eric performing with the Royal Ballet as the caterpillar in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Next up is Savannah Carmu. Savannah could barely believe it when she heard that heart disease kills over 2,000 Americans every day. The saddest thing is that it doesn't have to be that way. If we look after our hearts will look after us. She'd gone to visit her Sunday school teacher in hospital after an operation and started talking to the cardiologists on the ward. She was only 6, but her curiosity led her to study, learning about veins and arteries, how oxygen and nutrients are pumped around the body through the blood, and how important it is to eat well and exercise regularly. The more Savannah learned about the human heart, the more certain she became that one day she wanted to become a cardiologist. But she didn't want to wait. America is in the midst of an obesity epidemic, with around 1 in 3 kids being overweight, largely down to a diet of junk food and sugary drinks. Savannah wanted to help them as soon as possible. She founded a charity called the Happy Heart Advice, which aims to educate people about how best to keep their hearts healthy. The initial stage of her plan involved writing a book, which set out everything she'd learned in her research, so that other kids would have the benefit of what she'd found out. The next stage of her charity involves setting up Happy Heart Challenges. Over periods of 5 to 10 days, Savannah visits schools to teach students how to make healthy snacks, engage in exercise, and understand the cardiovascular system. She thinks they're more likely to listen to someone their own age. By 2031, Savannah hopes to have helped halve childhood obesity and the number of deaths from heart disease. She thinks we all deserve to have happy hearts. Savannah was born in 2006. Some of you may have worked out that that would make her only 14 years of age now. Here's a video she made when she was just 8.
Hi, my name is Savannah Carmu. It's a pleasure to see you. I would love to be a cardiologist when I grow up. I truly believe that everyone, including you, deserves a happy heart. Therefore, I started this company named Happy Heart. My mission is to advise everyone on how to keep a happy heart. Let me give you a few tips on what the heart is. Your heart is a muscular organ that pumps and circulates blood throughout your whole entire body. Your heart is one of the most important organs in your body too. Everyone has blood in them and something has to pump it. Your heart's job is to pump all that blood to the rest of your body. Therefore, you must keep it happy. The more happier your heart is, the more healthier you are. According to the American Heart Association, cardiovascular disease are the leading cause of death worldwide. And this is because many people out there are not well educated about healthy dieting. Therefore, and that's why my mission is to advise everyone on how to keep a happy heart. You can sing tunes, you can follow me, and you can get your friends over, and you can even like my page. And my next episode is about all the different parts of the heart. After research after research after research, page after
share with you is someone I know about not because they're famous, but because I've met them many times. The person's name is Joan, and I see her every week when I go to my trapeze school in Sydenham. I'll let her tell you why she's so amazing.
My name's Joan Vassar, I'm 78 and I've been coming for 2 years now to my area home doing trapeze work mostly. When I've been here for my own practice session, I've watched these courses taking place and have been absolutely amazed and thought they looked really good. And I thought it was time I pushed myself a little bit harder to see what I could really do and introduce myself to more disciplines.
Yes, good. And that's lovely. Yeah, you got it. Exactly like that.
So I decided to join this intensive dance, aerial dance course because it included the Spanish web, which is something that I've admired since a child, watching it at circus, and thought I'd really love to have a go at that. It is much harder than I thought it was going to be, and I'm not very good at it, but I've loved it anyway. I have to discipline myself not to compete with the girls, because I can't compete with them. I can't compare myself to them. I have to just improve my own personal ability and techniques without worrying about comparing myself with anybody else.
So why do you think I chose these people to talk about today? These people are working to achieve their dreams. What negative voices do you think they may have heard in their heads or from other people? You're too old to do that. You're too young to be doing this. Have you ever seen anyone who looks like you doing that? They pushed those voices away and told themselves they can do it. To end, let's reflect on how we can cheer ourselves and others on to do the things we want to do and achieve our dreams.